RCB.
Yeah,
Let's go with defending champions. Why not now?
And one of the rare times they won't be making too many big changes, I feel.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look at the changes that they've had. There's no Swastik Chikara. He didn't get a single game, and he's been.
No, Swastik is part of the side, Baba.
No.
I don't. Are those the releases?
Releases.
My bad. They've made some weird thing with the
color. I know.
Show that only, please.
Yeah. So Swastik Chikara, Mayank, no surprise. Mayank, by the way, leaves IPL champion.
Yeah.
Tim Seifert getting released again doesn't really surprise me.
Liam also no surprise.
None whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah, go through all of them.
Manoj Bandage,
no.
We didn't get a game, so okay. Musarabani came in as a replacement, but he's been let go.
And he came in as a replacement for Lungi, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's also been let go.
He's been let go. Lungi Ngidi, Mohit Rathi, okay.
Big things for me here. I think Mayank Agarwal being let go is a big shock because I think he did decently well wherever he was called upon. So
yeah,
for
but
me,
there's one problem there. He came in as a replacement for Devdutt, and Devdutt is now fit.
Yeah, but then you can retain, no, like other franchises.
Maybe
if
they
you
feel
make,
they didn't have much use.
Again, also, just now you've done it. His social media team 1 week ago has done a podcast with Mayank Agarwal.
I was like, bye.
And you're saying bye-bye. I just feel that is a bit of a surprise for me. Secondly, they have kept Yash Dayal on their roster. So that's a big show of faith for a Yash Dayal. And his case was not so much about his performance, but because of couple of court cases. So those matter are sub judice. So we don't know whether he'll be available. But I think they've shown a lot of faith in him. And that's fine also. Maybe gives him a lot of confidence as well. So they've kept a Yash Dayal because that we thought could be that one area they'd be looking at if they've kept him. Other than that, I don't see any surprises as such. Lungi Ngidi they could have kept, but see the thing with, again, the two that they've released in Liam Livingstone and Lungi Ngidi is that whenever they were called upon, towards the end, Liam Livingstone played a decent, I know the overall season wasn't great, but did a decent role for them.
Ngidi had a good spell against CSK.
Exactly. So towards the end of the season, somebody or the other really stepped up for them to win the title. So I would have thought they would have been a bit more generous and kept.
And not just that, don't forget, their only foreign pacers now are Hazelgod, who you don't know what his fitness could be, and Nuwan Tushara, who hasn't quite taken to IPL as quickly as what Patirana had in the past. So I thought they could have kept Lungi. If not blessing Musrabani, at least he could have kept Lungi.
I agree.
But let's see, I don't know.
But, and also it's a good point about Hazelwood. He is the X factor in the team without doubt. But again, like most other players, like Stark, for example, does not play T20 cricket. So he will get that rest in the T20. Hazelwood's going to play Ashes, he's going to play the T20 World Cup, then he's going to land up.
He's only going to play 4 out of the 5 tests. He's missing the first test anyway, Hazelwood. So.
But even then, he's coming in with a very heavy workload. Workload for a pace bowler,
I mean, see, after the T20 World Cup and then after, when you look at May, where do Australia play? They have a break. This is the longest stretch where they've not had a break from July onwards, because they played West Indies, then they played India, then they're playing Ashes, then they're playing T20 World Cup, they're playing IPL. So this is the longest stretch that they've been busy, Australia, and they have a break after it. So I think they can afford to go all out in that sense. But champion winning team, they will not make that many changes.
By the way, the other big news from here, before I forget, there is a name of Virat Kohli. None of us had any doubt, but there were certain reports saying that who knows whether he'll be, there were,
maybe.
that maybe he's contemplating, we don't know. So at least those doubts have also been put to rest. There is a Virat Kohli there. Also the doubts came up because of the fact that the change of ownership, so on and so forth. So we don't know what happens with the ownership. In all likelihood, they will have different owners by the time they go and play next season. In all likelihood, they will be playing on a different ground as their home ground. I don't think Chinnaswamy will be made available.
MCS Stadium, Pune.
Yeah, that's the.
They could go with Pune or wherever else. But as I said, that's not necessarily an issue for them because they do well last season.
They were
all away games.
So, but are they going to have that name? Royal Challengers Bengaluru.
Good question. I don't think they will.
No, it makes no sense because the whole name is associated from their ownership of Diageo.
Exactly.
But again, if I am thinking it from a brand point of view, I agree that whole Diageo thing, it was a sort of a surrogate advertising that they were doing because of one of their liquor brand they used to make the tea. But now it is really, like Deccan Chargers.
Sunrisers
Hyderabad wasn't that much of a shocker. Different names, but I don't think Deccan Chargers had made a brand so much like RCB have. They are arguably the biggest brand in the IPL, and it's all RCB. Suddenly you change
my
that.
point is then you don't change it to keep the initials.
Yeah,
RCB is
that is the point that I was getting to. You keep RCB, and instead of Royal Challengers Bengaluru, you come up with
Real Champions of Bengaluru.
or Royal something.
But then again, you'll have to come up with something.
Royal Champions, Royal Champions Bengaluru.
That does something
Real
to again
Champions
promote
of
my
Bengaluru.
brand. If I'm
I don't
No, it does
know
not.
who's going to buy it.
Whoever it doesn't have to promote your brand. As I'm saying, don't lose RCB now.
Yeah,
it
I
becomes like a
agree.
big.
I agree.
What do
So do
Nine
it
Riders
Royal
do with
Champions Bengaluru or whatever if you want. Real Champions Bengaluru or whatever if you want to remove
Or Real
champions.
Challengers, something.
For
Example,
Real
Royal
Challengers.
in Spanish is Real.
Yeah. So Real Challengers Bengaluru, you're done.
Yeah.
Very ironic considering they used Camp Nou in one of their.
Exactly.
Already given them so many suggestions. New owners, whoever.
You're welcome. Future owners, you're welcome.
And yeah, new home ground for them potentially. MCS Stadium, Pune.
yeah, just
Is that confirmed though?
Not confirmed, but there is talks. Because I think if you've not given Bengaluru clearance for the T20 World Cup,
They're most likely not getting it.
not
for the
getting
IPL.
clearance for the IPL also. Looks like it.
So what one title win does
I don't
to
know
you?
how Maharaja Stadium in Mysuru is going to be enhanced for the IPL games. I don't know about it. You can either host in Maharaja Stadium, Mysuru, or you will go to Pune. That's the closest because Bangalore, Pune isn't that far. Basically,
Allure, but you can't have fans over there.
Allure is 70
Hey,
kilometers
in
away.
Bangalore, you have the center of excellence. You just played a game there.
Yeah.
You could have played there, but
40-meter boundaries.
but the thing is that no,
They're not
you
40
can't have.
boundaries.
No, they're big boundaries. They're big boundaries. Now they have 3 grounds by the way. 3 very big grounds. The problem is you can't have those many people coming.
plus
There's only one
logistics
stand. Rest is
also.
like those hillocks that you have. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
Yes,
have.
no, we want
Allure
coordinated
is 70
seating,
kilometers
please.
away from Bengaluru. You won't travel 70 kilometers every day. Yaar. So that's the way. Now, shall we go to the
how
other
about
side?
Let's just rate them.
Let's rate them.
How do you rate them? I think very safe.
I think
Yeah.
9 out of
9
10.
out of 10.
Yeah,
Nothing
very
wrong.
safe, nothing much.
Yep.
Maybe could have retained a few more, but they've let go. But nothing much to. I mean, nitpicking actually, if you look at those.
9 out of 10.
And see, they are building from a position of strength, so they don't really need to worry in that much. As much as say like what CSK, KKR, etc. have to
Yeah.
do. They are already there at the top. Now it's down to the other teams to kind of catch up.